Newark Pilots Baseball on 1420 WACK.com is brought to you in part by Concord Ford, by Market Alternatives, Gilbert Automotive Supply, by Nicholas Financial, by Magnum Auto Parts, by Walmart, Mark's Pizzeria, and the Lions National Bank. The Newark Pilots on 1420 WACK.com is a presentation of WACK Hometown Radio.
And welcome everybody out to Colburn Park live with the Newark Pilots. I'm Stone Hill, about to bring you the play-by-play and another entry into the big book of baseball. Final two games of the regular season here at Colburn Park as the Newark Pilots fight to get a playoff position, currently tied for the third place in the West Division with the Utica Brewers. Each team with two games remaining will be keeping an eye on Utica's game tonight against the Adirondack Trailblazers. Utica holds the edge in the tiebreaker as they hold a 4-3 regular season head-to-head advantage. So if they end up all tied up for third place, Utica would make the playoffs, while Newark would not. Two games remain here at Colburn tonight and tomorrow night. Big fireworks finale tomorrow night. Come on down. If you can't come down tonight, plan on being here tomorrow for a big game to finish out the regular season here in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League at Colburn Park in Newark. The Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs, the opponent tonight. We'll come back and get your starting lineup set, brought to you by your local Wayne County McDonald's right after this.
Somewhere between birth and retirement, life happens. For everything in between, there's Nichols Financial Services. There to help you protect your family with auto, homeowners, recreational vehicle, life and commercial insurance products. Homegrown and part of your community. They have over 30 years experience. It's never too early to plan, protect, and save. Do it all with the people you can trust. Online at NicholsFinancialServices.com or stop by the office in Newark, Seneca Falls, and Sodus. Great rates, great service for a lifetime.
Magnum Auto Parts of Palmyra is your Napa know-how auto parts store. Whether it's a part for your car, truck, or SUV, foreign or domestic, Magnum Auto Parts has the part. They also carry parts for your lawn and garden tractor. Magnum Auto Parts also makes hydraulic hoses. Stop in and pick up this month's flyer for specials of the month. Magnum Auto Parts, Route 31, West Palmyra. 315-597-4854. That's 315-597-4854.
And welcome back to Colburn Park, set to get the starting lineups for you, brought to you by your local Wayne County McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it. For the Newark Pilots, starting in right field and batting first would be Blake Valley. Kyle Norman starts in center field, bats second. Cody Wiktorski, the shortstop, will bat in the third slot. Cleanup man tonight, Mark Martin. And starting in left field, Willie Yan, who will be wearing the number 2 jersey, as opposed to his regular number 1, will bat in the fifth position and start at third base. 6th, Corey Lurch, starting at first base. 7th, Will Gorman, the DH tonight. Batting 8th, James Bear in catching. And in the bottom of the order, the 9th slot, Kyle Bartleman, who starts at second base. On the hill for the Pilots, starting this game, Pat Ryan. On the Mohawk Valley side of things, coming to bat here in the top of the first inning, it'll be Matt Pagano. He'll start the game in center field. Thomas Walraven will start at third base and bat second. Troy Soka will be starting in right field and batting third. Starting at first base and cleaning up, batting in the fourth position, Ryan Steckel. We'll pause here for the national anthem and come back and get this one underway on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
It's spring loan season at LNB. Time to turn your crash pad into a cash pad. Get a 15-year home equity loan with no closing costs for as low as 3.4% APR. Plus, with LNB, you'll enjoy the hometown advantage. Friendly, personalized service from financial specialists you can trust. Unlock your home's equity today. Learn more at bankwithlnb.com.
It's all about people.
Some restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Get the best price on lawn and garden supplies at the Walmart Garden Center, Route 31 in Newark. Whether maintaining your lawn and garden or entertaining guests out on the patio, Walmart's selection of lawn and garden equipment has got you covered. You'll find everything you need, including mulch, flowers, better quality plants, and all the gardening tools and accessories you'll need. Walmart's great selection of lawn and garden equipment is tailored to match your needs and won't cost a bundle. Stock up on lawn and garden equipment and supplies at Walmart Supercenter, Route 31 Newark. Walmart, save money, live better. The home of the Newark Pilots, 1420 WACK.com.
And we're ready for baseball here at Colburn Park on this warm, late July Wednesday evening. A little bit of a breeze. You're checking the video stream, the big old American flag straight away center field, moving left to right across the baseball field. So that feels good, and it's a warm one, and we're set for the first pitch. Brandon celebrating a birthday. Gets to throw out the first pitch at the Pilots game. He looks like he's done some pitching in the past, Brandon. There's a pitch, and it just misses there. Good job by Brennan, and happy birthday to him. Wrapping up the opening, the starting lineups, let's see, we got down to the fifth position. Fifth batter for the Diamond Dogs will be Sam McCannis in left field. These names may change as we go through the evening as I get the proper pronouncers on them. Malcolm Kelsey bats sixth and starts at the DH. Colin Hawk is the starting shortstop for the Diamond Dogs, batting seventh. Batting eighth, Jonathan Lindow. And doing the catching duties at the bottom of the order. And the second base tonight for the Diamond Dogs, Anthony Herrera. Starting pitcher out of Herkimer Community College, right-hander Lucas Godlewski. And we're set for baseball. Opening lineups brought to you by your local Wayne County McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it. So the Pilots come in all tied up with the Utica Brewers in third place. Top three in each division go to the playoffs. Utica and Newark come in with identical 20-win, 28-loss records. Utica holds the tiebreaker, both teams with 2 games remaining in the regular season as they took the regular season head-to-head games 4-3, 4 wins for the Brewers. And the Pilots won 3 times against the Brewers. 1 game, play-in game for the third place team. Third place, second in each division in the 1 game play-in, and then a best 2 out of 3 for the division championship. Elmira, of course, they're locked into first place. Victor in the West Division will be the second place team. So whoever comes out of this making the playoffs between the Pilots and the Brewers will then get to head to Victor and play a 1 game play-in contest against them for the right to play Elmira in the best 2 out of 3. We're set for baseball. Matt Pagano comes to the plate for the Diamond Dogs of Mohawk Valley. Leading things off against Pat Ryan, right-hander on the hill, starting this one for the Pilots. And first pitch is swung on and missed. We're underway here at Colburn Park on this hot and humid late July afternoon. Come on down and join us. Good crowd on hand. Got people in the party deck. We're ready for a ball game. Here's a called strike. We got room for you. We'll fit you in. We'll find a place for you. Just underway. This one's fouled off, not a play. Pat Ryan on the hill here for the Pilots, starting this one quickly ahead in the count to the leadoff man, Matt Pagano from Marist College, starting center fielder, left-handed hitter, looks at this one down in the dirt and bouncing in front of the plate. Good job by Bear there, the catcher for the Pilots tonight, keeping that one in front of him. Pagano 5'11", 170. Hits this one foul. And 1-2, the count remains. He's a junior at Marist College, and his hometown is Cranston, Rhode Island. Here in New York for some college summer ball. Playing for the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. This one's hitting the ground down to first. Lurch up with it. He'll make the underhand toss to the pitcher, Ryan, covering, and there's one away. College. Godlewski has appeared in 10 games. This will be his first start on the season. 17 2/3 innings pitched. Comes in sporting a 6.11 ERA average and a 1-loss record of 0-0. So Blake Valley coming to the plate to lead things off for the Pilots. In their half of the first inning, no score, just underway here at Colburn on this warm late July afternoon. Sunshine across the field, except for that little patch out there, of shade provided by the scoreboard in left field. Godlewski goes into his windup, delivers inside for ball one. Valley comes in, hitting .268 on the season, 127 at bats, 34 hits. Chopped this one on the ground down to third base. Third baseman up with it over, and it will be in time for the out. Walraven at third, charging that ball, taking it on the hop. 6 foot, 195 pounds, switch hitter. Be batting left here against the right-hander Pat Ryan on the hill for the Pilots. Takes strike one. Throws left, switch hitting. Left fielder here tonight from Tampa, Florida. It's a junior at Florida Southern. Pitch misses for a ball, 1-1 now the count. Just underway, done with one. Both sides retired in order, and we're scoreless here at Colburn in the second. That's got the corner for a strike, 1-2. Ryan quickly ahead here in the leadoff, the second batter of the second inning. Struck out Ryan Steckel to start things here. Here's the pitch to Machonis, inside for a ball. 2-2 now. Mohawk Valley will be attempting something kind of unusual on the final game of the regular season. Pitch missing here, ball. And the count full at 3-2. They plan to hit Andrew Turner. This one's popped up in the air. Shallow left, going to drop in for a base hit. Little bloop base hit. That's the first base hit and the first base runner of the ball game with one away here. And that'll bring in the DH, Malcolm Kelsey, for the Diamond Dogs. So Andrew Turner, he's a student at Long Island University from Brooklyn, native of King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Going to attempt a rare feat for the final game tomorrow night for the Diamond Dogs and play one inning at each position on the field. Kelsey, right-handed hitter, steps in to face Ryan now. We got a runner at first and one down in the top of the second. This one's popped up and out of play. Malcolm Kelsey, DH tonight. He's outside of the ball. 1-1 the count. Turner, normally an infielder on the Diamond Dogs. The runner's going. Here's the throw by Bear down to second. Did they get him? They did. Bear coming up, throwing, rifling that one out to second base. Wiktorski covering, and there's now two away. And the bases are clear. In Major League Baseball, the only time a player has played all positions, this one is out to third base, picked up by Jan and over to first in time for the out. Nice play by Willie Jan. As Herrera, the second baseman, good job to cut that one off as it got over the head of the shortstop before it got too far into center field, allowing Jan any further advance. But now a runner in scoring position for the Pilots here in the bottom of the second with two away. And the count 1-0 to the batter, Corey Lurch. 1-1 now. So the Diamond Dogs, again, don't have as much to play for tonight as Newark, but you always want to be competitive. Godlewski checks the runner. Swung on and missed. They're not going anywhere. They've got the second slot pinned down in the East. Swung on and missed. Catcher drops the ball momentarily. Tossed down to first, and there's three away. So the Pilots get a couple runners aboard. No runs on one hit, one man left. And our score at the end of 2 here at Colburn, 0-0 between the Newark Pilots and the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs on your Newark Pilots broadcast network.
This is your love and reminder to try McDonald's new sirloin third-pound burgers, made with juicy 100% North American sirloin and premium ingredients. But they're only here for a limited time, and if you miss out, you'll never know how incredibly delicious they taste. Just like you'll never know how incredible it is to read people's minds. Oh, I'm hungry. Or see the inside of the refrigerator after you shut the door. Dark. Don't miss the sirloin third-pound burgers at McDonald's. Better enjoy this lovin' while it lasts. At participating McDonald's.
A fresh brewed sweet tea from McDonald's gives you sweet relief when you need it most. Like when you're on a deadline and your email keeps dinging and your work phone keeps ringing and your cell phone keeps buzzing. But your sweet tea's refreshing, so you're working and smiling and sipping while you're typing and talking and texting all at the same time.
Get sweet relief with McDonald's sweet tea. Grab a large for just $1. That's more lovin' for less at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price and participation may vary. A la carte only.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Heading for the top of 3 here at Colburn. No score. Mohawk Valley will be sending up Hawk, Lindau, and Herrera, the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9. Pat Ryan on the hill for the Pilots. Andrew Turner not starting in this game. He's the Diamond Dog player we're talking about. He's going to attempt to play all 9 positions tomorrow in their home finale. First pitch, strike 1. Hawk showed bunt and took strike 1. That's happened 4 times in the major leagues, believe it or not. Strike 2, quickly ahead on the count to the leadoff man here in the 3rd inning is Pat Ryan. Missing here for ball 1. 1965, Bert Campaneris did it. In 1968, Cesar Tovar played all 9 positions. Pitch outside for a ball. The count goes even at 2-2. Shane Halter and Scott Shelton both in 2000. There's strike 3. And there's one away. Second K for Ryan. Bring up Lindau. Lindau comes in hitting .333. He's only appeared in 4 games and only has 9 at-bats, so that's a little skewed. This is popped up and back out of play. And it's strike 2. Lindau, freshman at SUNY Orange. It's 190, bats and throws right. It's this one in the air to shallow right field. Moving back is Bartleman, makes the catch over his shoulder, and there's 2 away. Bottom of the order now, Anthony Herrera, second baseman for the Diamond Dogs. Right-handed hitter. Steps in to face the righty on the hill for the Pilots, Pat Ryan. Pat attends Iona College. He's way up high. Ball 1. Anthony Herrera, 5'9", 170, out of McKinney, Texas. Bats and throws right. And he is a sophomore at the University of Louisiana at Monroe. 2-0 the count. 2 away, nobody aboard. Top of 3, no score here at Colburn. On this hot July evening, there's a strike, and 2-1 will go the count. Here's the pitch from Ryan. Swung on, popped up in the air. Center field. Norman camping out. Makes the catch, and the side's retired. So at the end of 2.5, still no score on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials. Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at NewarkPilots.tv. For great tasting pizzas, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4974.
Mark's Pizzeria.
One Ford F-Series truck is sold every 42 seconds, and that's how long it takes a new one to get put to work. Right now, Concord Ford has the best deals on all remaining 2014 Ford trucks, including factory rebates of up to $5,750 on Ford F-150s. Test drive the all-new aluminum body 2015 Ford trucks, or if you're hungry for fun, see the head-churning, heart-pounding new Mustang GTs. Available now at Concord Ford, Route 31 in Newark, where you will always get that nice feeling called confidence.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Here come the Pilots in their half of the third inning. No score, only 2 hits in the ballgame, 1 per side. Pat Ryan on the hill for the Pilots has faced a minimum through 3 innings. Gave up a base hit to Machanis. He was cut down trying to steal second. And we're set to go here in the bottom of the third. First pitch. Swung on and missed by James Bear. Gets the start behind the plate, catching duties tonight out of Delta College. Bear is 5'11", 215. Bats and throws right. Comes from Clare, Michigan. Lines this one. Caught out in center field. That looked like it was going to get in for a base hit. Held up just long enough in this heavy air to allow Pagano out there come in and make the catch, and there's one away. Brings us to the bottom of the order now. Kyle Bartleman with 1 down here. No score. Bottom of 3 at Colburn. Godlewski goes to work. Swung on, tapped foul over the dugout, the Pilots' dugout. Bartleman, sophomore at Columbia University. Hometown is Chicago, Illinois, with Windy City. 175, 5'10", bats left and throws right. Smacks this one out on the ground to second. Over to first in time for the put-out Herrera to Steckel, and there's 2 down. So we're just moving right along. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order for the Pilots in Blake Valley. Bottom of the third inning. 2 down. Each team has 1 base hit. 2 base runners for the Pilots as Mark Martin reached as he was hit by a pitch. Strike 1 on Valley. Martin hit by a pitch, took first, cut down trying to advance to second on a semi-pass ball. This is fouled out of play. Willie Yan with the only base hit for the Pilots, and he was stranded in the second. We're in the bottom of the third, no score. Blake Valley behind in the count now, the right-handed hitter. Steps back into the box, gets into his stance. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch, outside and in the dirt, kicking up some dust, and then it's 1-2. On Blake Valley. Crowd trying to come to life. Good crowd on hand here at Colburn. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So we're done with 3. Still no score on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
What's the hometown advantage? A better banking experience. Banking doesn't have to feel like a hassle. At LNB, you get friendly, personalized service from local financial experts you know and trust. Plus, the convenience of LNB's online and mobile banking means you can bank anywhere, anytime. Bank with LNB and discover your hometown advantage. Learn more at bankwithlnb.com.
It's all about people.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials. Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at NewarkPilots.tv. For great tasting pizzas, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4974.
Mark's Pizzeria.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Welcome back to Colburn Park. Newark Pilots Baseball live on 1420 WACK.com and NewarkPilots.com, where you can find out everything you need to know about the Newark Pilots. So check out the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League website. That's PGCBL.com. So top of the order for the Diamond Dogs, swinging and missing is Matt Pagano, and there's strike one. Pat Ryan on the hill. Right-hander goes to work. Swung on and missed. Strike two, quickly ahead of the leadoff man here in the top of the third, Pagano. This one, where'd it go? Ball, 1-2. You get a fresh baseball. So big win last night here at Colburn for the Pilots, 9-1 over the Pioneers of Elmira to keep their playoff hopes alive. This pitch is kicking up some dust inside, ball 2-2 the count. It was a close one, kind of a pitcher's duel, right on up to the sixth inning. 2-1, Newark clinging to a one-run lead. They blew it open with a 5-run sixth and two more in the seventh inning. Went on to win 9-1 in a game that Elmira didn't need. They're comfortably in first. This one's popped up. Going back is Wiktorski into shallow left field. He's under it, makes the grab, and there's one away. That'll bring Walraven to the plate. Third baseman out of the University of Connecticut. Regular season finale tomorrow night, 7:05 game time. Fireworks spectacular. Going to fill the seats, hopefully. One last time here in the regular season in Newark at Colburn Park. This one's lined out to left center field, and it will be caught. Charging is Norman and makes the catch. There's two away. That had base hit kind of written all over it. The balls are kind of hanging up in this heavy air. Norman comes charging in, makes the catch, and there's two away. That'll bring Troy Soka, right fielder, to the plate. Troy is a sophomore at Fairfield University. Leads the league in runs batted in with 40. Fouls this one off to the screen. Couple players, a couple of ribbies behind him. Tackett of Amsterdam. Santisteban, who was here last night with 38. Pitches inside for a ball. But Troy Skolka leads the league in RBIs. It's been a good season for the Mohawk Valley out of Little Falls Diamond Dogs. This one hit in the air out to right. Moving back is Norman, and over, gets himself set and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. Size retired. No runs, no hits, nobody left the board. And at the end of 3.5, still no score on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
What's the hometown advantage? A better banking experience. Banking doesn't have to feel like a hassle. At LNB, you get friendly, personalized service from local financial experts you know and trust. Plus, the convenience of LNB's online and mobile banking means you can bank anywhere, anytime. Bank with LNB and discover your hometown advantage. Learn more at bankwithlnb.com.
It's all about people.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials. Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at NewarkPilots.tv. For great tasting pizzas, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4974.
Mark's Pizzeria.
Listen for the Newark Pilots all season long on 1420 WACK.com.
Thanks for tuning in for Pilots Baseball on 1420 WACK.com and NewarkPilots.com. Live video stream, FingerLakes1.tv. It'll be 2-3-4 for the Pilots here in their half of the fourth inning. Norman, Wiktorski, and Martin to face Lucas Godlewski. All of his appearances thus far before this game in relief for the Diamond Dogs, getting his first start of the season. Again, the Diamond Dogs, they've got second place in the East Division locked down. They know where they're going. They'll be hosting a one-game play-in. Here's the first pitch to Norman, outside for a ball. Not positive of their opponent in that game. It'll be either Albany, currently in third, or the Glens Falls Dragons. Strike two. Albany with the edge over there in the East. While here in the West, Utica and your Newark Pilots are tied with exactly the same record, one loss, in third place. Both teams having won 20 games and lost 28. Utica took the regular season series with the Pilots 4-3. So they hold the tiebreaker. Strike two, 2-2. As soon as we get an out-of-town scoreboard report, we'll pass that along for you. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. Strike three. Cody Wiktorski comes to the plate. One hit per side. The Pilots have had two base runners, only one for the Diamond Dogs, and he was cut down trying to steal second. This one's hit sharply out to left for a base hit for Wiktorski, maybe more. He's going to round first with a full head of steam and head for second, standing up and go around second. Now he's going to think twice, back on his belly to second. Safely with the double is Cody Wiktorski. With one down here in the bottom of the fourth inning, solid base hit there down the left field line, right over third base for Wiktorski. It's a lot of balls out that way. That'll bring Mark Martin to the plate. One down here, bottom of four, no score at Colburn Park. Big game for the Pilots. For Mohawk Valley, not as important. They want to be competitive. But they're certainly not interested in wearing out any arms on their pitching staff. Godlewski, for a guy who hasn't started a game, doing a good job. The right-hander deals. Strike one. Victor here tomorrow night, final game of the regular season, final chance to bring the family down and enjoy some Pilots baseball and a big fireworks finale. Godlewski looks at second. This ball is hit out the sharply over to third. He'll have to tag him. He does, and that'll allow Martin to reach first safely, so fielder's choice.
Next to the Pilots from Sharon, Connecticut, the third baseman, number 2.
So Wiktorski going on that ground ball. And now the Pilots have a runner at first with two down. Could have held up. He went. The ball was hit sharply, fielded cleanly out there by Hawk. Here's John taking ball one. Strike. Yep, ball one. Two away, one on. Bottom of the fourth inning, no score. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1 now. On Willie Yon has the only other base hit for the Pilots. Back in the first inning. 1 of 2. The other belonging to Wiktorski here in the fourth. So we have a report out of the Robert Smith Sports Complex. Utica up on the Trailblazers 3-0. This ball is hit in the air out to right under it, and making the catch is Scosa, and the side's retired. We're done with 4. Still no score on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
Somewhere between birth and retirement, life happens. For everything in between, there's Nichols Financial Services. There to help you protect your family with homeowners, recreational vehicle, life and commercial insurance products. Homegrown and part of your community. They have over 30 years experience. It's never too early to plan, protect, and save. Do it all with the people you can trust. Online at NicholsFinancialServices.com or stop by the office in Newark, Seneca Falls, and Sodus. Great rates, great service for a lifetime.
Magnum Auto Parts of Palmyra is your Napa Know-How Auto Parts store. Whether it's a part for your car, truck, or SUV, foreign or domestic, Magnum Auto Parts has the part. They also carry parts for your lawn and garden tractor. Magnum Auto Parts also makes hydraulic hoses. Stop in and pick up this month's flyer for specials of the month. Magnum Auto Parts, Route 31, West Palmyra. 315-597-4854. That's 315-597-4854.
The Newark Pilots in 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
And we're set to go into the 5th inning of play. This one moving along crisply here at Colburn Park. No score as the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs will send their 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate. Check that. This one drilled out to center field, base hit. Ryan Steckel. Second hit of the game. What did I get wrong there? Which? Oh, okay, thank you. Yep. 3-0. That's at the Robert Smith Sports Complex in Utica. Well, the Diamond Dogs have a runner aboard their second hit of the ball game. Pat Ryan had faced only the minimum 12 through 4 innings. This one misses for ball 2. Ryan Steckel leading things off for the Diamond Dogs here in the 5th with a solid base hit. And the guy with the other Diamond Dogs base hit now at the plate, Sam Machonis, had that previous base hit back in the first inning, caught stealing at second. Ryan works and misses for ball 3. Meanwhile, Glens Falls up 2-0 over Socrates, while the Dutchmen of Albany are trailing the Mohawks of Amsterdam 4-0. I haven't done the math on that one. I think Albany has pretty much got it. I'm not sure if they've clinched yet. I know they play head-to-head, Glens Falls and Albany, for the final game of the regular season. Count is full here, 3-2 on Sam McCannis, that is. Swinging and missing, strike 3. And there's one away.
Next, for the Diamond Dogs, designated hitter number 34, Malcolm Kelsey.
So Pat Ryan breezing through this Diamond Dogs lineup so far. He faced a minimum 12 batters over 4 innings. Gave up a base hit here to lead off the 5th. This one's hit on the ground foul down the 3rd. And that'll bring Malcolm Kelsey to the plate. Malcolm, DH tonight. Hazy, lazy, late July evening at the ballpark. Pilots baseball at Colburn. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit out of play. Foul. Somebody's having fun with the sound effects. Good crowd on hand. Come on out and join us if you're in the area. Don't miss tomorrow night the season finale with the playoff spot on the line. Tapped foul back. So things not totally in the Pilots' hands here, playoff-wise. They can win out tonight and tomorrow night and still be denied a playoff position if Utica does the same, because Utica holds the tiebreaker. Head-to-head in the regular season, 4-3. This ball gets away from the catcher and down to second, and rounding second and heading for third is the base runner. Throw is not in time. Or, now they're going to send him back. They're going to say that ball went out of play, so they're going to send him back to second. As soon as the throw went off the playing field, I think that's going to be the ruling. They're going to send him back to second base. So a stolen base, regardless, for Steckel. And now a runner in scoring position for the Diamond Dogs with one down. The count 1-2 to the batter, Malcolm Kelsey, the DH. Here's the pitch from Ryan. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Fastball got him there. Colin Hawk now struck out his last at-bat. Shortstop out of the University of Indianapolis is Hawk. Right-handed hitter. The runner at second, two down, top of the fifth. Missing with this one is Ryan, and it's ball one. Hawk is a junior at the University of Indianapolis, 5'10", 180. Bats and throws right. Hails from Beech Grove, Indiana, and lines this one out to Jan at third. Stabs it, grabs it. We're done with the top of the fifth. So they get a base hit. No runs, one hit, one man left aboard. Our score here at the end of 4.5. Still no score on Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
It's summer barbecue time. Is a new deck in your future? Secor does complete deck packages. With Secor decks, every member of your family can enjoy the great outdoors. Secor is famous for custom deck design and construction of quality-built decks and gazebos, along with hot tub and pool decks. Visit one of Secor's 3 convenient locations in Newark, Savannah, and Ontario today and schedule your personal deck or patio consultation. Secor, your complete solution. The New York Yankees are on Hometown Sports, 1420 WACK.
Jeter hits a long drive to right center field. That ball is high, it is far, it is gone!
Listen for live game action all season long as the Yankees pursue another AL pennant. Yankees Baseball is brought to you by New Tradition Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, Key Homes, Foley & Foley, Progressive Graphics and Printing, DJM Equipment, and Savannah Bank on Hometown Sports, 1420 WACK.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Heading for the bottom of the fifth inning here at Colburn. Still no score.
Leading off for the Pilots from West Nyack, New York, the first baseman, number 21.
6, 7, and 8 for the Pilots coming to the plate here. They face Goodlewski on the hill. Right-handed pitcher out of Herkimer Community College. So Will Gorman, the DH, will lead things off. Corey Lurch, check that. Corey Lurch takes the ball, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and belted out the left for a base hit. Put that one right where they weren't. Solid ground ball through the hole and into left, and the Pilots have their leadoff man on here in the bottom of the fifth inning. That'll bring Will Gorman to the plate. Third base hit. of the evening for the Pilots. Ryan has only allowed a couple base hits to the Diamond Dogs. This one's hit solidly in the air. Going back as a center fielder. He will be off the wall in center. At least two. That's going to bring a run around. Heading for third is Lurch. Here's the throw with the slide. He's in safely, and the Pilots take the lead. Big RBI triple from Will Gorman. And they break the ice. Here in the bottom of the fifth, the Pilots take a 1-0 lead. Still nobody down now, and a runner at third base. That one is hit solid all the way to about the furthest reaches of this Colburn Park. One hop to the wall. That'll bring James Bear to the plate. Looks at strike one. Bear catching tonight. Out of Delta College, right-handed hitter. Swung on and missed. James Bear from Clare, Michigan. Lives right up the road from my mother, who's out in Marine City. Swung on and popped up. Moving over in foul territory is the first baseman, Steckel. He will make the grab, and there's one away.
Up next to the Pilots from Chicago, Illinois, the second baseman, number 11, Kyle Bartleman.
So the bottom of the order now, and Kyle Bartleman for the Pilots. They push one run across. They'd like to get some more. They've got a runner at third with one down. That's Will Gorman, who socked that RBI triple out to center. This one's hit on the ground, foul down the first baseline. Kyle Bartleman, the runner at third and one down. Bottom of the fifth. Pilots now lead by a run. Outside here, the ball. 1-1. Bartleman, 287 hitter on the season. Left-handed hitter gets ready. Here's the delivery. The pitch is fouled on the ground into the Pilots' dugout. Pilots up by a run here in the bottom of the fifth. Scoreless until this point. Breaking the ice. This one's solidly lined out to right. It's going to drop in, get by the glove of the right fielder, Skoka, to the wall. That's going to bring in easily a run. And around second will go Bartleman. Into third, there's the throw in safely is Kyle Bartleman. See the ruling on that. That's at least a double, maybe an error with the double. Certainly an RBI for Bartleman, and the Pilots doubled their lead here, 2-1, or 2-0 now. Excuse me. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order, Blake Valley. Now everybody's going to gather at the hill. All the infielders and the Mohawk Valley coach heading out there. Manager Blake Nation, their head coach from Tampa, Florida, talking things over. Kedlewski had been smooth going for him through 4 innings, allowing just a couple of hits. Normally used in relief, getting a start here, his first of the season. Start, that is. And now everybody will walk back to their respective positions. Lucas still on the mound for the Diamond Dogs. They spell that D-A-W-G. Blake Valley at the plate for the Pilots, pops this one up into center. Under it is Pagano, makes the catch, tagging up, and heading home is Bartleman, and the ball gets by the catcher. If he had caught it, he'd have to hold on to it tightly. Bartleman coming in hard to home plate, scores the third run of the game for the Pilots. No harm, no foul. Slight collision at home plate. Didn't have a play anyways. The ball got by Landau out there. So there's 2 down. The base is clear, but the Pilots have pushed 3 runs across here in their half of the 5th and now lead it 3-0. There's a ball. First pitch to Kyle Norman. Missing for ball 1. Kyle Norman, one of 2 University of San Francisco students on this Pilot squad. There's a strike. Kyle Norman, Blake Valley, both attend University of San Francisco. Valley, a redshirt sophomore, and Kyle Norman, a freshman at the U of SF. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. They got him. Strike 3. That'll retire the side, but not before the Pilots pick up 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning and go in front. Your score at the end of 5, Newark 3, Mohawk Valley nothing on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
Somewhere between birth and retirement, life happens. For everything in between, there's Nichols Financial Services. There to help you protect your family with auto, homeowners, recreational vehicle, life and commercial insurance products. Homegrown and part of your community. They have over 30 years experience. It's never too early to plan, protect, and save. Do it all with the people you can trust. Online at NicholsFinancialServices.com or stop by the office in Newark, Seneca Falls, and Sodus. Great rates, great service for a lifetime.
Magnum Auto Parts of Palmyra is your Napa Know-How Auto Parts store. Whether it's a part for your car, truck, or SUV, foreign or domestic, Magnum Auto Parts has the part. They also carry parts for your lawn and garden tractor. Magnum Auto Parts also makes hydraulic hoses. Stop in and pick up this month's flyer for specials of the month. Magnum Auto Parts, Route 31, West Palmyra. 315-597-4854. That's 315-597-4854.
You're listening to Newark Pilots Baseball on 1420 WACK.com.
We're back from Colburn. Really? All right. Interesting, the stories they tell in the press box between innings. The stuff you'll hear sometimes. Thanks, Scoop. All right, we're set to go into the 6th inning of play here at Colburn. Ryan delivers, lined right back to him. Just put his glove up to defend himself for the most part and makes the put out. 1 pitch, 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. There's no age limit. You can go to college at any time. Yep. And if you can try out and make the sports clubs at any time either. Here's strike 1. Bottom of the order, Anthony Herrera, second baseman out of the University of Louisiana at Monroe. Here's a pitch from Ryan. Just misses for a ball. Pat Ryan breezing along here. Entering the 6th inning of play, has allowed only 2 hits thus far. Right-hander delivers. There's a strike. We brought this all up. We were talking about Blake Valley, Kyle Norman's University of San Francisco teammate. Norman is a freshman, Valley a redshirt sophomore, and he's 22. So kind of elderly for a college player. Not the oldest one we've ever heard of, apparently. 1-2 the count. Pilots up by 3 here. 3 runs in their half of the 5th, giving them this lead. In a game they need to win as many as they can, and then hope Utica loses at least 1. Again, we'll check that out-of-town scoreboard. Utica was up 3-0 at the last report against the Trailblazers. The Adirondack Trailblazers, this one's hit in the air, foul territory, moving over, but not going to get to it as Lurch. It'll go out of play. The Adirondack Trailblazers now eliminated from playoff contention. They lost 2 here to the Pilots late last week on Friday night. That gave Newark the momentum they needed to continue to chase third. This one's hitting the ground out to shortstop. Wiktorski up with it over to first in time for the out. Got him by a step. And there's 2 away. So Herrera got down the line quickly. But even quicker was Wiktorski. The throw across got him. And there's 2 down. That'll take us to the top of the order. And Matt Pagano. Left-handed hitter. Looks at strike 1. Pat Ryan on the hill for the Pilots. Goes right back to work. Righty delivers and misses outside for ball 1, 1-1. Pat Ryan feeling it out there now. This one is going to be slicing. Fair ball, base hit. Martin laid out, tried to make that catch. It gets by him and all the way to the wall, and that will allow him, the batter, Pagano, to make it all the way to third. Throw in, actually, from Martin made it close. But the Diamond Dogs have a runner at third now. And Walraven comes to the plate with 2 away. We're in the top of 6th. Pilots up by 3. Diamond Dogs threatening here. Runner at third, 2 down. Ryan on the hill goes to work. This is bunted on the ground out to third. Picked up by Jan. No, he can't field it cleanly, and that'll bring a run across. That run was going to score. That was just a slow little rolling bunt out toward about a third of the way out to third base. Jan charging. Couldn't barehand it. Probably had no play if he had been able to. And that's going to bring up Troy Soka with a runner at first and 2 down. Ryan delivers strike 1. Scosa, we told you, leads the league in RBIs. He is third in home runs. He's socked 6 out of the ballpark, swinging and missing here with a big swing. And a strike 2. And he is 5th in average in the league, batting .340 for the season. Big year this year. For Mohawk Valley, they set a team record for the number of wins in the season. They still have won with this game 2 games to complete. And they have already hit the 30-win mark for the season. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit out to right field for a base hit. Lurch tried to get to that one, could not. It was smacked on the ground just past the diving Lurch into right field, and now the Diamond Dogs have him at the corners here with 2 outs in their half of the 6th inning. Base hit for Scosa. And Mohawk Valley is threatening. Runners at first and third for the cleanup man, Ryan Steckel. A single back in the 5th inning. Struck out in the first. Looks at ball 1 here. So 3-1 now. Top of 6. Swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Clouds moving in from the west. The sun is set back behind that big tree, behind the big Colburn Park scoreboard. Consistent shadow across the field. This one's hit on the ground out to Wiktorski. Tags the bag at second for the force out, and the side's retired. They pick up a run, and our score now at the end of 5.5, Newark 3, Mohawk Valley 1 on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
It's spring loan season at LNB. Time to turn your crash pad into a cash pad. Get a 15-year home equity loan with no closing costs for as low as 3.4% APR. Plus, with LNB, you'll enjoy the hometown advantage. friendly, personalized service from financial specialists you can trust. Unlock your home's equity today. Learn more at bankwithlnb.com.
It's all about people.
Some restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Get the best price on lawn and garden supplies at the Walmart Garden Center, Route 31 in Newark. Whether maintaining your lawn and garden or entertaining guests out on the patio, Walmart's selection of lawn and garden equipment has got you covered. You'll find everything you need, including mulch, flowers, better quality plants, and all the gardening tools and accessories you'll need. Walmart's great selection of lawn and garden equipment is tailored to match your needs and won't cost a bundle. Stock up on lawn and garden equipment and supplies at Walmart Supercenter, Route 31 Newark. Walmart, save money, live better. The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Welcome back to Colburn Park here in Newark for Newark Pilots Baseball, live on 1420 WACK.com and NewarkPilots.com. Live video stream from FingerLakes1.tv. If you can't do any of that, follow on Twitter. You can follow us at Newark Pilots. It's Twitter feed and keep up with all the action here. The Pilots making their drive for the playoffs. They need a little help. 2 games remaining, this one and one more tomorrow night here at Colburn. Tomorrow night, the big finale. Victor will be in town. And Victor, another one of those teams, nothing really to play for in the regular season now. So, as they're locked into second in the Western Division. So it'll be 3-4-5 for the Pilots. Wiktorski leads things off, followed by Martin and Jan. Godlewski still on the hill for the Diamond Dogs. Practicing how to say that dog's name just right. It's spelled D-A-W-G, not D-O-G, so I guess you have to say it a certain way. The Diamond Dogs. Something like that. Maybe not. Newark leads by a couple, 3-1 here, bottom of the 6th inning. Oh, 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball missing for a ball. Cody Wiktorski. Single back in the 4th inning. Out of St. John Fisher College. Takes up high for a ball. 2-1 the count now. Wiktorski didn't have to come from far afield to play for Newark. He hails from Penfield, New York. Nice crowd on hand here at Colburn. This one's tapped back to the pitcher. Up with it is Godlewski over to first for the putout. There's one away. Home plate umpire. We never got the set, did we? Chris Marshall. You know, the umpires are pretty much, you want them to be unnoticeable, and they have been so far in this contest. We'll announce to you anyway, just in case you're wondering who's working. Chris Marshall calling the balls and strikes. And on the base pass is Alan Schlegeter. So 1 down, Mark Martin comes to the plate. Big night in that big win last night for Martin. Keeping the Pilots alive, they need some help. It's not all up to them. They can win out tonight and tomorrow night. They need Utica to lose one. If they end up tied at the end of the regular season, Utica holds the tiebreaker. One and one the count to Mark Martin. Mark Martin leading the squad in batting average, 326, fouls this one out of play. 28 RBIs on the season for Mark Martin. On a warm, sultry late July evening out at the ballpark in Newark, Colburn Park. For Pilots baseball, pitches outside, ball 2. 2-2. Here's the count. On Mark Martin, Lemoyne College student, right-handed hitter, gets back into the box to face the righty on the hill for the Diamond Dogs. That's Lucas Godlewski. Okay, I'll just pronounce them Diamond Dogs. I think I'll stick with that. Unless anybody complains, which is likely. Here's a pitch. Swung on, tapped. Foul. 2-2.
Hey, Willie, give me a homer, baby.
3-1, the Pilots on top here. All their runs coming in that fifth inning. Scoreless tie up until that point. The Pilots picked up 3 in the bottom of the fifth. Mohawk Valley picked up a run of their own in the top of the sixth, and that's where we stand here, 3-1 in the bottom of the sixth with 1 away, and nobody aboard for the Pilots. Lights on here at Colburn Park. Flag not moving an inch. No animation in the symbol of American pride out there in center field. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Had a bit of a breeze to start things, but the breeze has left us, at least for the time being. Willie on now. Pilot's first base hit back in the first inning. Willie Yan picked it up. He's starting at third base. And there's a base hit. And then some as he gets by the left fielder all the way to the wall. And is rounding second and will hold up with a double.
And just to let you know, pizza is now $1. Pizza is now $1.
Dollar pizza at Colburn. That's worth a visit to the ballpark in and of itself. Here comes Corey Lurch. Two outs, runner at second is John. Corey Lurch at the plate, swinging and missing. I don't believe he made contact with that. He might have tapped it, but I think it just popped off the catcher's shoe there. Strike 1. 2 down. Runner goes down to third. Jan alertly making his way down the base pass to third base now on that ball that popped up high in the air off the catcher's equipment. Kedlewski goes to work, swinging and popping up back and out of play. Staying alive is Corey Lurch. Behind in the count here, 0-2 with 2 down and a runner at third. Pilots up by a couple. Bottom of the sixth inning. This game has moved at a rapid pace. Next to last ball game of the regular season here at Colburn. One more chance to get your family out here and enjoy some family entertainment. Very affordable. This is fouled out of play at Colburn Park tomorrow night. Be fireworks, the big home finale. We'd love to see you out here. Big Dog Country will be sponsoring, I understand, the fireworks, and I think they told me to bring all the concert tickets I could find laying around the studios in for giveaways. Which is outside for a ball. Not that you would need that sort of incentive to come out here and enjoy a Pilots ball game at Colburn Park. All the seats are cheap. All the seats are great. Family atmosphere, good time, and great baseball in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. But just in case, this one swung on and hit shallow in on the infield dirt, making the catch as a second baseman, and there's 3 away. So that'll retire the side and complete 6 innings of play. Your score here at Colburn Park, Newark 3, Mohawk Valley 1 on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
What's the hometown advantage? A better banking experience. Banking doesn't have to feel like a hassle. At LNB, you get friendly, personalized service from local financial experts you know and trust. Plus, the convenience of LNB's online and mobile banking means you can bank anywhere, anytime. Bank with LNB and discover your hometown advantage. Learn more at bankwithlnb.com.
It's all about people.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials.
Mark's Pizzeria.
Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at markspizzeria.com. For great tasting pizza, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4974.
Mark's Pizzeria.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
And we're ready to head into the 7th inning of play. Pilots holding on to a 2-run lead, 3-1 over the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. Pat Ryan has gone all the way for the Pilots. He'll be facing Machanis. Ooh, line drive right to Bartleman, but off the end of his mitt into right field, and safe at first will be Machanis' first pitch hitting, swinging, and making solid contact. Bartleman saw that one go off his glove. It'll be E4. And the Diamond Dogs have their leadoff man on, Pat Ryan, breezing through pretty comfortably. Has now allowed 5 hits in the contest, just 1 run. And Malcolm Kelsey, the DH, comes to the plate. Runner is going, but he'll go back as this one's tapped foul back to the screen. Machanis caught stealing back in that first inning. He collected the Diamond Dogs' first base hit of the game and then eliminated from the base paths. Ryan would face the minimum through 4 innings, 12 batters with that base path put out. Mohawk Valley picking up a run in the 6th inning. Newark with all theirs in the 5th inning. Pardon me. Throw over to first. We've opened the windows and turned off the AC in the booth. Strike 2, the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit out to right field for a base hit. This one just getting past Lurch's glove. Got it off the end of the bat. Throw comes in. The runners will hold up. The runner will hold up at second. That's Machanis, and that'll bring up Hawk.
Number 2, shortstop, Colin Hawk.
First pitch misses for ball 1. This one's lined to left for a base hit. Coming up with it is Martin, and throwing it in, is cut off by Jan, and that'll hold the runners, but they've got him loaded now with nobody down here in the 7th inning. And it'll get a little chat on the pitcher's mound. Bear will walk out, have a word or 3. So we saw this situation last night with the Elmira Pioneers threatening with bases loaded and nobody out in the 3rd inning. Jake Volcheski got Petit to foul out, and then he struck out the hottest hitter in the league, Santisteban, and Hayden Kelly to end the threat. Here's strike 1 to Colin Hawk. Right-handed hitter, the University of Indianapolis student. Ryan delivers, and this is swung on and hit into right center for a base hit. That'll get a run in, at least one. Here's the throw in. They're going to hold him up. Cut off there. But that brings a run across and cuts the lead to a single run now, 3-2 for the Pilots, with runners, with the bases still full and still nobody down. Well, Bear's going to go out to the mound. He's going to bring the coach out as well. Got somebody up working in the Pilots' bullpen. I can't see from here who that is. So Ryan had been pretty much breezing along, allowed a run last inning in the 6th. And now another one here in the 7th inning. The Diamond Dogs have now collected 8 base hits. And they've got them loaded with nobody down. And they'll be sending up their catcher, Jonathan Lindau. That's Herrera. Check that. Anthony Herrera hits this one right back to the box. Ryan off his glove. He will have nobody. Couldn't pick it up cleanly. That one hit right back at him. And that'll put another run across, and it'll tie us up at 3 here at Colburn Park. Mohawk Valley's picked up a couple runs. They've tied it up now here in the top of the 7th. Still bases loaded with nobody down, and brings us to the top of the order. And here's a ball hit out to second. Bartleman on one hop over to second for one. Relay to first will not be in time. That'll bring another run across. So Pagano got down the line quick. He got some speed. Couldn't double him up and get out of trouble, and another run comes across, and Mohawk Valley takes the lead now 4-3. They've got him at first and third with one away, and Thomas Walraven coming to the plate. Walraven starting this game at third base from the University of New Haven. On this sultry late July evening in Newark at Colburn Park, Ryan goes to work, delivers, swung on, and hit sharply into left field, just past Jan's glove, and that's going to bring in another run. So Mohawk Valley rallying here. They've picked up 4 already in the 7th, still just 1 out. Runners at first and second. RBI for Walraven. We got a pinch hitter. So Troy Skolka will get a bit of a rest here. Again, Mohawk Valley, they've got it locked down. They've got second place in playoff position affirmed. So they're going to give a couple players rest, and now they've got a 5-3 lead. And are we going to get a pitching change for Newark? We are. So we'll get all this straightened out here for you in just a second. Your score from Colburn Park. Mohawk Valley now up on the Pilots 5-3 on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
At Tradition Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC and Tradition Chevrolet Buick, we know trust isn't given, it's earned. That's why we will do whatever it takes to earn your trust. You can trust in our tradition of total customer satisfaction and saving you thousands. And now you get more than ever before with the Tradition difference, including our price match guarantee, plus reimbursement for towing, emergency roadside assistance, tire replacement, and so much more. Trust in the Tradition difference today at Tradition Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC and Tradition Chevrolet Buick.
This June, Colburn Automotive Supply, your participating Napa Auto Parts store, is jam-packed with savings. Just $1.99 gets you the Scott Shop Towels on a roll, a 12-ounce bottle of Max Concentrated Injector Cleaner, or a 12-ounce can of Max Carb, Choke, and Throttle Body Cleaner. All just $1.99 each. Plus, Dad would love an Evercraft 30-piece, quarter-inch, and 3/8-inch drive socket set. And it's on sale for just $17.99. Stop by Colburn Auto Supply in Newark or Lyons today.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
We're back at Colburn. Pitching change for the Pilots. Vinnie Martin's going to come on in relief of starter Pat Ryan. So Ryan goes 6 1/3. Ends up allowing 5 runs on 10 hits. Still responsible for the base runners at first and second here. With 1 down, and Vinnie Martin will come in and try to put out this fire. Pilots came into the 7th inning with a 3-1 lead. Now trail 5-3 to the Diamond Dogs, who send in Anthony Capra to pinch hit here. Anthony Capo, Capo 6'3", 180. Bats and throws right. Sophomore at Long Island University in Brooklyn. Makes his home in Staten Island. First pitch from Martin. This is for a ball. Right-handed pitching, Vinnie Martin, coming on in relief here in the 7th inning. Pilots trailing now by a couple, 5-3. Martin delivers, swung on and hit to right center field. This is going to be caught for the second out of the inning. Martin and Norman converging on that one, held up long enough for the putout to be made, and there's 2 away. So that'll bring us to Steckel now, first baseman out of Canisius College. We're in the 7th. Pilots now trail by a couple runs to the Diamond Dogs. First pitch misses here to Steckel, ball 1 from Vinnie Martin. Coming on in relief of Pat Ryan. Martin gets set, works. Strike. 1-1 the count. Martin has appeared in 17 games, all in relief this season. 19 innings pitched. Has struck out 20. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1 his record. And sports a very low .94 ERA over those 17 appearances and 19 innings of relief. It's been effective for the Pilots. They need him to be effective here. Pitch is outside, kicking up some dust. 2-2 the count. Runners stay put. Good job by Bear. Staying with that one. They've got him at first and second with 2 down. They've pushed 4 across already here. Pilots trying to stop the bleeding and get out of this inning, only down by a couple. Ryan Steckel, right-handed hitter for the Diamond Dogs, gets set, looks outside at a ball. So full count, 3-2, runners at first and second, 2 down. Top of the 7th inning, runners are going. This one slapped out to right field and will be caught. Sliding on his knees out there is Valley making the catch. That's a big one. Big put out ending the inning. But not before 4 runs come across for the Diamond Dogs, and now they lead it at the end of 6.5. The score, Mohawk Valley 5, Newark 3 on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials. Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at NewarkPilots.tv. For great tasting pizzas, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4974.
Mark's Pizzeria.
One Ford F-Series truck is sold every 42 seconds, and that's how long it takes a new one to get put to work. Right now, Concord Ford has the best deals on all remaining 2014 Ford trucks, including factory rebates of up to $5,750 on Ford F-150s. Test drive the all-new aluminum body 2015 Ford trucks, or if you're hungry for fun, see the head-churning, heart-pounding new Mustang GTs. Available now at Concord Ford, Route 31 in Newark, where you will always get that nice feeling called confidence.
You're listening to Newark Pilots Baseball on 1420 WACK.com.
Back at Colburn Park, heading for the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be 7, 8, and 9, bottom of the order for the Pilots. Gorman, Bear, and Bartleman now facing a deficit of a couple runs, 5-3. The score. Here at Colburn Park, swung on and missed. Lucas Godlewski, has gone all the way on the hill for the Diamond Dogs. Delivers inside and low for a ball. Gorman with an RBI triple back in the 5th. That's where the Pilots scored all their runs. 3 runs coming in that 5th inning. They trail it here 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Swung on and line to right field, base hit. So the leadoff man is on here in the bottom of the 7th. James Bear comes to the plate. Gorman. And that solid base hit, line drive base hit. And the Pilots looking to get back into this one. Trailing by a couple, 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. James Bear, the catcher, right-handed hitter, takes up and in for ball 1. Bear hitting .204 in 19 games, 49 at-bats. This pitch missing, ball 2. Will Gorman, the runner at first. Solid base hit to open the 7th inning for the Pilots. Scored all their runs in that 5th inning. Diamond Dogs picked up 1 in the 6th and then tacked on 4 more in that 7th inning. There's a strike. Could have had more. Good job getting out of a tight situation. Vinnie Martin coming on in relief of Pat Ryan, putting out the fire. Here's the pitch to Bear. He swung on and hit that one foul just by a foot or 2 down the third baseline. Good crowd on hand here at Colburn. They're a little tense at the moment. Just a little tense. They see that lead evaporate and now find the Pilots trailing here. This one's tapped in the ground out to shortstop. Third baseman will play it over to second for 1. To first is not in time. So they cut down the leadoff runner. But James Bear doing a good job to get down to first and beat the relay. And he'll be safe there in the fielder's choice. 1 down now. And that'll bring Kyle Bartleman to the plate. Bartleman, big RBI double in that 5th inning for the Pilots. Left-handed hitter gets set to face the righty on the hill for the Diamond Dogs, Godlewski. Foul's now to play. Beautiful sunset out over the left field scoreboard here at Colburn Park on this steamy late July evening. Next to the last regular season game and home game of the season. This one's line foul down the right field. Put a charge into it. Foul by 6-7 feet. Kyle Bartleman now behind in the count, 0-2. Final game here at Colburn, regular season, tomorrow night, 7:05, game time. The Victor Rail Riders in town. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Ooh, the bat goes into the crowd. Hopefully everybody's okay there. So there's 2 down. That'll take us to the top of the order. And Blake Valley. That bat just went sailing from Bartleman's hands on that strike 3, and it got right where there's a little gap in the fence. Ball gets away from the catcher down to second, safely sliding in. Will be Bear. Nobody hit by that bat. Good news. So there's fence there, but the tall fence, the backstop fence, and then there's one lower portion where there's a gate, and then back up to protect the fans, and it went right there where that little lower portion of fence sailing into the crowd. Luckily nobody hurt. This one is popped up into the crowd. So souvenir baseballs, souvenir baseball bats here at Colburn Park. Big fireworks, grand finale of the regular season tomorrow night against the Victor Rail Riders. You're going to want to be here. Swung on and tapped on the ground out to third, picked up, no play. And they'll have them at the corners. Slow tapper. Godlewski came off the hill, looked like he was going to field that one, but made way for Udit to the third baseman, Walraven, picked it up, but he had no play anywhere by that time. And that'll bring Kyle Norman to the plate now with 2 down and runners at first and third for the Pilots. And that'll get everybody together on the hill. You know, if one walks out there for the Diamond Dogs to have a conversation, everybody's going to walk out to the mound. They want to be on the same page. Head coach Blake Nation leading the conversation. So Godlewski has gone all the way. Now Chris Marshall, home plate umpire, strides out there. And by the time he got halfway, the conversation was broken up. Lucas stays on the hill, tall right-handed pitcher. Getting a start here. His first start of the season has had all of his work in relief. He's pitched pretty well to this point, with the Pilots trying to get something going here. This one swung on and hit off the bag at third. Fair ball. That's going to get a run in. And bobbling it a bit out there, but no further advance from the Pilots base runners, but they put one across. They trimmed the margin now to a single run, 5-4 here in the bottom of the 7th. Kyle Norman hit that chopper on the ground right down the third baseline, bounced off the bag high in the air. Fair ball. Made its way out to left field, allowing the one run to come around and score. And now we got Cody Wiktorski coming to the plate with runners at first and second and 2 away. So the Pilots clawing, battling. This pitch is outside. Good job there by the catcher Lindow to stay in front of that one. 1-0 the count. They went ahead 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. The Diamond Dogs came back with a run of their own in the 6th and then 4 in the 7th to take a 5-3 lead. The Pilots get one back here in the bottom of the 7th. 5-4. They've got them on first and second with 2 down. Another pitch missing in the dirt, and it's ball 2. Pilots need to win just to remain in contention. And not everything under their control, because if the Brewers win out in their final 2 games, they will take the tiebreaker and make the playoffs. Cody Wiktorski, right-handed hitting shortstop, gets set. It's this one foul on the ground on the third baseline. 2-1 now, the count. The Pilots made the playoffs each of their 4 years here in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. In fact, they won it all in their first year of existence back in 2011. This pitch misses up high. 3-1. 2011, the PGCBL champions, Newark Pilots, their inaugural season. You don't see that happen a lot with an expansion club coming in and taking it all. The Western Division champions last year. And this pitch misses. Did he go? He did not. Field goes out to the Alan Schlegeter on the bases. He says, nope, he didn't go far enough. So that loads them up with Pilots now with 2 down, and the cleanup man, Mark Martin. Mark, a big night last night in that big win over Elmira, 9-1. And we're going to get a pitching change here. So with 2 away and the runner and the bases loaded, we get a new pitcher for the Diamond Dogs. We'll get it sorted out for you here in just a second. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 7th inning. Tight game, 5-4. Mohawk Valley up by a single run now over Newark. Out here at Colburn Park, home of the most beautiful sunsets around. Baseball out at Colburn Park. You have one more chance to catch the Pilots in action this season, regular season anyway, out here at Colburn. Tomorrow night, 7:05 game time. Victor in town. Victor again, they're locked into second. They don't have as much to play for as the Pilots, but they'll be competitive. Big fireworks grand finale. And they tell me I'm assigned to bring the concert tickets. We got Dirks Bentley. Tickets to give away tomorrow night out here at the ballpark with Big Dog Country sponsoring the fireworks. Not, again, that you would need any extra incentive or bribe, you might say, to get your seat in a seat out here at Colburn. But just in case you feel you do, well, there you go. Going to be a big game. Great baseball, the perfect game, Collegiate Baseball League. And new pitcher on the hill for the Diamond Dogs is number 1. We'll check him. It's Anthony Herrera. So he's moving from second to the pitcher's mound. And now we'll have to check who went in to second, to play second, to take his place there. Let me just make that change first, one thing at a time. Anthony Herrera, the new pitcher, right-hander. Delivers strike 1. Kind of a semi-sidearm sort of delivery. And out at second, I can't tell you the number from here. This is popped up in the air. Moving under it is the shortstop. Makes the catch, does Hawk, and retires the side. They leave him loaded, but they pick up a run here in the bottom of the 7th. And now trail by 1. Your score at the end of 7 complete here at Colburn. Mohawk Valley 5, Newark 4 on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
It's summer barbecue time. Is a new deck in your future? Secor does complete deck packages. With Secor decks, every member of your family can enjoy the great outdoors. Secor is famous for custom deck design and construction of quality-built decks and gazebos, along with hot tub and pool decks. Visit one of Secor's 3 convenient locations in Newark, Savannah, and Ontario today and schedule your personal deck or patio consultation. Secor, your complete solution. The New York Yankees are on Hometown Sports, 1420 WACK.
Jeter hits a long drive to right center field. That ball is high, it is far, it is gone!
Listen for live game action all season long as the Yankees pursue another AL pennant. Yankees Baseball is brought to you by New Tradition Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, Key Homes, Foley & Foley, Progressive Graphics and Printing, DJM Equipment, and Savannah Bank on Hometown Sports, 1420 WACK.
And we're back at Colburn. Getting the changes straightened out here for Mohawk Valley. So Anthony Herrera will be the new pitcher. He was playing second base. He'll come in and pitch. Moving over from third base to play second is Walraven. And the first pitch here in the top of the 8th inning misses from Vinnie Martin, ball 1. And at the plate for the Diamond Dogs, that's number 3, Brian Cox. So Brian Cox pinch hitting here. 6 foot, 155 pounds, lefty, taking a strike, 2-1. Bats and throws left out of North Kingston, Florida, or Rhode Island, and attends Lemoyne College. Brian Cox, who hits the ball to third. Jan up with it, fires across the first, and couldn't pick it up at first. Could lurch, and the runner is safe. So Brian Cox on at first. And that'll bring Andrew Turner now, who's gone into play third base, to bat. Vinnie Martin pitches, tap foul back to the screen. 5-4 the score here, top of the 8th inning at Colburn. Pilots down by a run to these Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. This one swung on, foul, now to play. Andrew Turner, who will attempt to play all positions tomorrow night in the regular season finale at home in Little Falls for the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. Andrew Turner will attempt to play one inning at each of the positions on the ball field. Swung on, hit in the air out to right center field. Moving over is Norman. He'll make the grab, and there's one away.
Up next to bat for the Diamond Dogs, shortstop, number 2, Colin Hawk.
Colin Hawk now. Shortstop from the University of Indianapolis comes to the plate. Runner at first. And one away. Vinny Martin, Vinny Martin. First pitch missing, ball 1. Martin, the right-handed reliever for the Pilots, looks in, goes to work, swung on and hit in the air left. Martin a long way to run. Will he catch up with it? He will not. It's off the wall, and that's going to that's going to hold him up. Good play to get it back in. That was hit hard and got out there to the wall in left field quickly. Martin came up with it, got it back in, and they'll have him at second and third now with one away in the top of the 8th inning. Got to bring up the number 8 hitter, Jonathan Lindau, catcher out of SUNY Orange. With runners at second and third and just one down, Vinny Martin goes back to work. Fouled back to the screen, strike 1. So the Diamond Dogs, again, they're comfortable. They're set. They've clinched their playoff position in second. This one is fouled again in the East Division. But they certainly wouldn't mind going into the playoffs on a winning note. And they're getting a lot of ball players, some play here in this game. Wholesale changes in that last inning and heading here into the 8th. Jonathan Lindau is the catcher. He's gone all the way so far. Right-handed hitter. Vinny Martin delivers to him up high for a ball. 1-2 the count now. Runners at second and third, one down. Pilots trailing by a run, 5-4 to the Diamond Dogs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, tapped it foul. Might have swung on a pitch out of the strike zone. And the count remains 1-2. Western Division champs last year, the Newark Pilots. This year, struggling to get into the playoffs. It's baseball. Here's the pitch from Martin. This one's hit foul on the ground down the first baseline, and we'll reset. 1-2, still the count. Not completely up to them, their fate. They could win out and still miss out on playoff action if Utica does the same. Utica holding the tiebreaker. Teams came into play tonight with identical records, 20 wins and 28 losses. Vinny Martin goes to work inside for a ball. 2-2 now the count. Infield in. They're going to protect the plate, try to keep any more damage from being done here. With one down, runners at second and third. Wiktorski, Jan. And basically on the edge of the grass in the infield, pitch way up high. Good job by Bear keeping that one from getting away from him. And the count now goes full. They've got first base open. Full count to Lindau. Swung on. Did he get a piece of that one? He did. He'll stay alive. And the count stays full. So Martin would like to get this guy with runners at second and third and only one away. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit out to Wiktorski. It's short. Holds up the runner over to first for the put out. Good play. And there's two away. So Lindau slaps it out to shortstop. Playing in on the grass was Wiktorski. Fielded that sharply hit ball well. Checked the runners, holding them up, preventing any more damage from being done. It makes the play at first, and now there's two away. Swung on and hit fair ball, knocked down by Lurch. But that'll bring a run across. So Herrera, still batting in the bottom of the order there. He is now the pitcher, but he's still batting ninth. And he hit a sharply hit ground ball right over the bag at first. Lurch knocking it down, couldn't stay with it. And the Diamond Dogs send another run across the plate. They extend their lead now to a couple, 6-4 here in the top of the eighth inning. And we're back to the top of the order with Matt Pagano. Runners at the corners now, first and third, two away. Vinny Martin gets that, goes to work. Missing for ball one. Pagano getting the start here in center field. Coming in hitting .310 on the season in 43 games and 158 at-bats. He has struck out 26 times and has 26 ribbies. Takes the ball. 2-0 the count. Vinny Martin on in relief of Pat Ryan. Pilots trailing by a couple now, 6-4. Mohawk Valley tacking on another run here. Pagano, left-handed hitter, holds that bat up high over his head, wags it around, and drills a line drive into right field, but right at the right fielder Valley, and that'll retire the side with no further damage. But they pick up another run, and our score now at the end of 7.5 here at Colburn. Mohawk Valley 6, Newark 4 on the Newark Valley Broadcast Network.
It's summer barbecue time. Is a new deck in your future? Secor does complete deck packages. With Secor decks, every member of your family can enjoy the great outdoors. Secor is famous for custom deck design and construction of quality-built decks and gazebos, along with hot tub and pool decks. Visit one of Secor's 3 convenient locations in Newark, Savannah, and Ontario today, and schedule your personal deck or patio consultation. Secor, your complete solution. The New York Yankees are on Hometown Sports, 1420 WACK.
Jeter hits a long drive to right center field. That ball is high, it is far, it is gone!
Listen for live game action all season long as the Yankees pursue another AL pennant. Yankees Baseball is brought to you by New Tradition Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, Key Homes, Foley & Foley, Progressive Graphics and Printing, DJM Equipment, and Savannah Bank on Hometown Sports, 1420 WACK.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com, a winning combination.
We're back at Colburn, heading for the bottom of the eighth inning. Pilots trailing by a couple runs, 6-4 to the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. Anthony Herrera, the pitcher, started this game at second base. Came on in relief of starter Lucas Kadlewski last inning. Continues to bat ninth. He's made 15 appearances, all in relief. 29 strikeouts on the season. Has not allowed an earned run, according to the stats here. Fairly remarkable. 1-3, lost no contest. Anthony Herrera. 3 saves on the season as well, leading. No, second leading on the team. First pitch popped up foul territory over to make the catch, and there's one down. Will be the first baseman.
Next to the Pilots from West Nyack, New York, the first baseman, number 21.
So Jan pops up to foul territory, and there's one down. Bottom of the eighth. In the twilight here at Colburn Park, Corey Lurch, big right-handed hitter, looks at a strike. from Herrera. Pitching and fouling this one out of play is Lurch. So behind in the count, here's the pitch. Holding off on that one and watching it remain outside the strike zone is Lurch, and the count is 1-2. Nobody aboard, one down, bottom of 8. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Next to the Pilots from Nassau, New York, the designated hitter, number 19.
They'll bring Will Gorman to the plate with 2 away and nobody aboard here in the bottom of the 8th inning. They need a couple runs to get back into this one. Trying to get an update on the out-of-town scoreboard here as quick as we can. 8-0 now. So Utica up by a bunch. And the Pilots trying to keep pace. But they need a couple runs to tie it and 3 to go ahead with an inning and a half remaining here at Colburn Park. 0-1 the count. Stepping out for a moment is Gorman. Left-handed hitter steps back in. Righty on the hill, Anthony Herrera looks in, delivers outside for a ball. 1-1 the count now. So Herrera, position player, does some pitching. Got kind of a semi-sidearm delivery. A modified sidearm pitcher. Compact player. He's pitched effectively, and he's ahead in the count here to Gorman, 1-2, with 2 down and nobody aboard in the bottom of the 8th inning. This will remain outside for a ball. 2-2 now the count to Gorman. Crowd is quiet. They want to see their Pilots get back into this one. Swung on, hit in the air to right field, moving over is Soka, and he will make the catch. He drove that one a long way, but it held up in the air for quite a while, allowing Soka to get over there and make the third putout of the inning. So we've finished 8 now here at Colburn. Your score, Mohawk Valley 6, Newark 4 on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials. Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at markspizzeria.com. For great tasting pizzas, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4974.
Mark's Pizzeria.
One Ford F-Series truck is sold every 42 seconds, and that's how long it takes a new one to get put to work. Right now, Concord Ford has the best deals on all remaining 2014 Ford trucks, including factory rebates of up to $5,750 on Ford F-150s. Test drive the all-new aluminum body 2015 Ford trucks, or if you're hungry for fun, see the head-churning, heart-pounding new Mustang GTs. Available now at Concord Ford, Route 31 in Newark, where you'll always get that nice feeling called confidence.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
And we're heading for the 9th inning of play. The Pilots trailing by a couple here to the Diamond Dogs, 6-4. And my mistake, that's Capo recorded that last putout. Going a long way to track that high fly ball in right field down. And getting the retiring the Pilots. Capo, who went in, came in as a pinch hitter and then went in to replace Troy Soka in right field. New pitcher on the mound for the Pilots is Daniel Imbro. Imbro has appeared in 11 games, started 1, has 1 complete game, has pitched 23 2/3 innings, 22 strikeouts along the way, 1-3 is his record, and he sports a 3.42 ERA. First pitch, swung on and popped up foul to Walraven, who's now playing second. Started this game at third, moved over to second base. From the University of New Haven, Thomas Walraven, leading it off for the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. It's a strike, 1-2. Mohawk Valley comfortably in second. They set a team record for victories this year, 30-18 so far in the season. Got him. Strike three. Stood there like the house by the side of the road, taking strike three, and there's one down. So Imbro comes in, strikes out the first batter he faces, and that'll bring up Capel. Went into play right field. Takes this one just outside for a ball. This one is popped up, and the pitcher will make the put out. Imbro had to come off the mound about 3 feet in toward the plate for that pop-up, and there's two away. Imbro goes to work again. Strike one. So Ryan Steckel, cleanup man, right-handed hitter for the Diamond Dogs, takes strike two. Quickly ahead in the count here, Daniel Imbro came on in relief of Vinnie Martin. Vinnie pitched effectively, relieving Pat Ryan, who pitched a good game, all except for that 4-run seventh inning. The Pilots pitchers have been in control. Missing with this one is ball. 2-2 now the count on Steckel. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit out to center to, second base. Bartleman over to first for the put out, and the side's retired. Down in order here, and that'll bring up the Pilots into the bottom of the ninth. Your score, Mohawk Valley 6, Newark 4 on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.
What's the hometown advantage? A better banking experience. Banking doesn't have to feel like a hassle. At LNB, you get friendly, personalized service from local financial experts you know and trust. Plus, the convenience of LNB's online and mobile banking means you can bank anywhere, anytime. Bank with LNB and discover your hometown advantage. Learn more at bankwithlnb.com.
It's all about people.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has great combo specials.
Mark's Pizzeria.
Choose your combo and add-ons like their chicken fingers, pasta, mac and cheese, or fried ravioli. Add it to Mark's delicious pizza and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupon and order online at markspizzeria.com. For great tasting pizzas, subs, wings, calzones, pasta, and more, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best. Call 331-4.
Mark's Pizzeria.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Newark coming to the plate here in the bottom of the ninth, trying to tie this one up. At the very least, not walk off with the victory. They need one to stay in, to keep the pace with the Utica Brewers in that chase for the playoff spot, third position in the West. New pitcher now for the Diamond Dogs, that's Zachary Venero. Venero, 6'5", 195, bats and throws right. From New Hartford, New York, and attends Monroe Community College as a freshman. He's appeared in 17 games, started one, has completed 26 2/3 innings. Has a record of 3-1 and a 3.37 ERA. It'll be Bear, Bartleman, and then back to the top of the order, Valley here for the Pilots. They need a couple to tie. Trailing 6-4 here in the bottom of the ninth inning at Colburn, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Here's the first pitch from Venero. Inside for a ball. Pilots all standing up in the dugout, trying to get something going here. This pitch is outside for a ball. Nervous energy in the crowd. Hopeful. Their Pilots can put something together and get back in this one. This is going to catch the corner for a strike. 2-1 the count. James Bear out of Delta College. He's gone all the way behind the plate doing the catching duties tonight. Here's the pitch. This will catch the corner for strike 2. 2-2 the count. Bear looks at a couple pitches now. The count is even. 2-2. And Venero goes to work. Righty delivers right back to him on the ground. He'll stroll over toward first, overhanded there, and there's one down.
Next for the Pilots from Chicago, Illinois, the second baseman.
We'll bring Bartleman to the plate. Kyle Bartleman had a big RBI double back in that 5th inning where the Pilots picked up 3. They had the lead 3-0 at that point. The Diamond Dogs picked up a run in the 5th and 4 in the 6th inning, another one in the 7th, or in the 8th, excuse me. It's pitched to Bartleman. Misses for ball 1. Bartleman, left-handed hitting second baseman out of Columbia University. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. Nobody on, 1 down. The Pilots need a couple runs to tie this one up. Here's the pitch. So miss for ball 3. So Bartleman, 3-0. Will likely be taking here all the way. Here's the pitch. And it's a called strike. 3-1 from Zach Venero. Mohawk Valley has fielded a strong squad here this year. There's another strike. 3-2 now the count. And if it wasn't for the powerhouse Amsterdam Mohawks in the East, they would have been taking that Eastern Division this year. The pitch. Swung on and missed. There's 2 down. As it stands, 30 wins on the season and 18 losses. 8 games behind, but the Amsterdam Mohawks have just ripped through the competition this season. They have a record of 38-10, so 8 games behind that is not bad. Mohawk Valley also, should be noted, 9-1 in their last 10. So they're going into the playoffs with a lot of momentum. So Blake Valley with 2 down now. Looks at ball 1. And the Pilots down to their last out. Bottom of 9, trailing by a couple, 6-4 to the Diamond Dogs. Needing this one to keep their playoff hopes alive. Swung on and missed. Right-handed hitting Blake Valley. Looking at a 1-1 count. Now with 2 down, nobody aboard. Venero goes back to work. Swung on, fouled out of play. Venero, big, tall, 6'5", right-hander. Pitched very effectively in relief this season for the Diamond Dogs. Here's the pitch to Valley. Swung on, popped up and out of play. So the count stays 1-2. Regardless the outcome, one final game tomorrow night. This is well outside for a ball. Here at Colburn, Victor Rail Riders in town for a 7:05 start. Fireworks after the game. And Big Dog Country prizes. Dirks Bentley, concert tickets. You could take away just for coming out and enjoying a ball game here at Colburn Park. Here's the pitch, swung on and hit on the ground, out to second, over to first for the putout, and the game is finished. So the Pilots can't get back into it, and they fall here 6-4, which will probably eliminate them. Well, at this point, according to my calculations in mathematics, I would have to say they are eliminated. We'll check that, and you can get all the latest at the Newark Pilots website, NewarkPilots.tv. We'll come back and wrap this one up with the Nichols numbers for you right after this.
It's summer barbecue time. Is a new deck in your future? Secor does complete deck packages. With Secor decks, every member of your family can enjoy the great outdoors. Secor is famous for custom deck design and construction of quality-built decks and gazebos, along with hot tub and pool decks. Visit one of Secor's 3 convenient locations in Newark, Savannah, and Ontario today and schedule your personal deck or patio consultation. Secor, your complete solution. The New York Yankees are on Hometown Sports, 1420 WACK.
Jeter hits a long drive to right center field. That ball is high, it is far, it is gone!
Listen for live game action all season long as the Yankees pursue another AL pennant. Yankees Baseball is brought to you by New Tradition Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, Key Homes, Foley & Foley, Progressive Graphics and Printing, DJM Equipment, and Savannah Bank on Hometown Sports, 1420 WACK.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
So back at Colburn one last time, disappointing loss for the Pilots, 6-4 to the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. Pilots held a 3-0 lead in the 5th inning. No score up until that point. Pilots pushed 3 runs across in the 5th, but could manage just one more the rest of the way and fall here tonight, 6-4. Time for the Nichols numbers now, brought to you by Nichols Financial Services in Newark, Sodas, and Seneca Falls, serving your financial future. Nichols Financial. So the tallies for the victorious Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs: 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Newark managed 4 runs on 9 hits, committed a couple errors along the way, and they fall here tonight to the Diamond Dogs, 6-4, which will eliminate them from playoff contention, because even if the Brewers lose, the Brewers won tonight, big, over Adirondack. They came in with, it's in the 8th inning. Okay. They're up big. What was the score last time you had it there? 8-0. So, it's baseball. I wouldn't, take anything completely for granted, but it looks like if things remain the way they are, the Brewers of Utica will get out with the victory tonight. Both teams coming into the play tonight with identical 20-win, 28-loss records. But the Utica Brewers holding the edge in the tiebreaker as they took the season series 4-3 against Newark. So even if Newark should win tomorrow night in their home finale here at Colburn, 7:05 start time, by the way, against Victor, and the Utica Brewers lose, they would end up tied, but the tiebreaker would go to the Brewers. So it looks like the Pilots' streak of 4 consecutive, was it 4 or 5 consecutive playoff seasons for the Pilots? 4 consecutive. They've been in the playoffs every season since their inaugural 2011 season, when they went all the way to take the championship in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. So a tough loss, but the faithful out in the field collecting some autographs, and we have one more game to play tomorrow night. Big fireworks finale here at Colburn. I'll be bringing the concert tickets. I'd love to see you out here. Come on out and join us one more time for Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League action at Colburn Park with your Newark Pilots. Again, our final from Colburn tonight, Mohawk Valley 6, Newark 4 on the Newark Pilots Broadcast Network.